Alright, so we are on a little bit of a road trip right now on a bus that happens to have Wi-Fi, so I figured, hey, we just had a pretty cool war. How about we make an Alliance War video with all these people around us? So I'm going to be whispering into my phone right now to record this. So if you hear some bumps, that's just the bus. Alright, so we have a different path this war. We're taking path 4, we're going in a Cap Infinity War. Cap Infinity War is probably, in my opinion, the second best option for this Juggernaut. The first best option would probably most definitely be a highly ranked She-Hulk. But against Juggernaut here with Cap, the game plan's pretty simple. I'm going to parry to begin. Even though I can't stick the parry when he has Unstoppable on him, I can still gain my charges, and all that happens is I get a Nullify debuff on me, but that's no biggie because I'm not even going to be dexing much. So essentially I want to build up those charges, and then I want to intercept him like right here when he has Unstoppable, and those charges will nullify his Unstoppable. That's what makes Cap so great for the Unstoppable path on path 4 and Juggernaut in general. Alright, so up next we have this Black Widow Claire Voyant, which I don't know, man. I'm not on the Black Widow train, guys. I'm just not. I mean, part of that might be because I grinded for her in the arena and I missed by about 5 million points, but just in general, especially on defense, and especially here, I definitely don't see the reasoning for putting her here, because Cap Infinity War, you know, when you don't get hit in the face like that, Cap Infinity War just eats right through her. You know, her special 1 isn't hard to evade. Her special 2 is similar to Domino's, where you just back up across the entire map, like you're seeing right here. And then you just jump in and intercept her right there afterwards. And see, now she's stunned, and whenever she gains an Unstoppable, Cap will just nullify it right away. So if you see a Black Widow right here, just bring Cap in, and it's one of the easier fights that you'll see on the map. But yeah, if I had a Black Widow Claire Voyant, I would rank her up and I would strictly reserve her for path 4, because she's also quite good for this path, actually, ironically enough. But yeah, on defense, I don't know, even with the global evade, I just don't know if she's meant for defense very much. But she has a good bit of utility for offense for sure. Alright, so up next we have path 9, which is the reverse controls. We have the champion up first. And I was originally going to go in with Cap, but I didn't want to use any potions here, so I'm just going to go in with a Mega Red, and I'm just going to play it safe, and I'm going to parry heavy my life away and just keep that degen on him. Yeah, the champion is a very, very simple defender when he's not on the final boss node. You know, ideally you want to place the champion on the final boss node, because that's where he gains a lot of his abilities, like the ability to regen more and the ability to gain the Unstoppable. But like here, for example, that fight was what, 30 seconds? Alright, up next we have a Korg, which is a very common placement for reverse controls. I've taken this fight many times. This fight was almost perfect, except for one little part where I forgot that we were doing reverse controls. But whenever I fight Korg with a Mega Red, I start by blocking, and then I bait his heavy with a full combo. And now usually that parry will stick because I'll have about 7-8 spores on him, but I guess I didn't have enough at this point, so that's okay. So we're going to dex out that SP1, just going to come right in and punish him after that, keep the degen on him. And here is where I forgot that it was reverse controls, and I dashed right into him. That's okay. Doing a combo here. Gonna dex this one, gonna remember the reverse controls, and now we're gonna toss off a special 3 just to gain a little bit of health back so I won't have to use a potion for Kingpin. Omega's SP3 heal is incredibly strong. Yeah, depending on how much health Korg has left, I'll throw that when he has rock stacks up to A, remove the rock stacks, and B, gain a bunch of health back without killing him. So, okay, up next we have this Kingpin. This Kingpin is on the close encounters, force of will, protection, shielding node. Really, 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 really simple fight. there's nothing going on here that's too terrible. The game plan here is going to be actually very similar to Korg. I'm going to start off blocking. I'm going to bait out his heavy, going to go in with a full combo, and now the spore count will be up, so he's not going to shrug off that stun. And then from here on out, I'm just going to go ahead and let him melt. I'm trying to stay as close to him as possible because of the close encounters node. I use the special one to heal up a tiny bit there, so I can only have to use a small potion for Nick Fury that I'm taking next. Now this Nick Fury, this is a very, very good placement for Nick Fury. Because if Nick Fury throws a special one on this node, he'll essentially go right to a special 3, and then you'll probably die. So that's why I put the invulnerability boost on, because the plan here is to block hits until he gets to a special 2, and then Dex out of his special 2. And you'll see what happens later on in the fight, but it was almost a perfect fight, I'll say that much. Now he's not stun immune here, so I can parry him and keep degen on him, but the issue is his power is just going up so fast because of that node, which is quite unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. But it is actually kind of useful in a situation like this, where he wouldn't be at two full bars of power, and I want to get him there, and I could just block until he does. But that means if I'm playing chicken with him, like I do in this phase sometimes, I'll have to watch out for, and right here, by the way, I don't know what happened here. I think I just threw that special 2 a little bit too late, but it's okay, because I didn't get punished very much. But as I was saying, like for example, if he were to run into me here and just hit a couple hits onto my block, then he would go right to a special 3. Now here is where I messed up a little bit. And I didn't really mess up, but it's more so Nick Fury's mechanics. Or I guess it's after this, actually. I gave a little spoiler there. It's after this one. So because I'm using a mutant, his tactical charges aren't going up when I was hitting him. So I was trying to hit him to get his tactical charges up to the point where if he threw a special one, it would be unblockable. But, you know, it is what it is. The invulnerability boost kind of saved us there a little bit. If he wasn't unblockable for that special one, it would have totally been fine. It would have been the end of the fight without any issues, but that's Nick Fury, and that is the entire war. We did win this war. It was a good one. I felt pretty good about it. One more win should get us right into Tier 1, and then we'll be able to do a good push for Masters. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, comment, subscribe, put it in your favorites, show it with your friends, show it with your alliance. It really helps me out. I really appreciate it. Alright guys, I'll see you later.